Yo, once again, it's Mr. Brown, the favorite not hater of the crew, or click, or whatever you want to say. I'm just not a hater. I just tell the truth, whether you like it or not. I'm back with just another episode. I'm kicking out these episodes because in reality, for me, the school year is about to start working with these kids again. And I'm trying to get as many pieces of content out as possible. So yeah, you're gonna probably see a lot of me across your YouTube screens and your Facebook screens and Instagrams, etc. Just because I'm trying to get a lot of content out, so you don't forget about me and your algorithm if I have to stop making episodes again. Now we talked about this before. I came back to the space because basically my schedule freed up. But again, like I say, as all the time, working in the school year and everything that happens, and this and that, and workloads increase. I may not always have the time to come at you with episodes, so I'm trying to do as many as I can over this summertime break that I have, so that like I said, I don't disappear from your algorithm completely, and you don't feel like I just left you with nothing, or left you with old episodes that you already seen. I try to give you as many new ones as my brain will allow at this point, and that's just basically what's happening. So basically, right now, these are just hot takes of things that I've been thinking about, and I'm gonna try not to hate on them. I'm gonna try not to, but you know me, I always got a hater undertone to it. So first to the carpet, or first to the, first to the carpet. Let's go. First to the carpet. I'm calling Ari Lennox. Now, she is an R&B singer, most notably from Dreamville Records with J. Cole and others. But lately she has been making too many comments for my liking. Okay, I said this the other day. If you've seen it on YouTube, I need her to just stop. Okay, being outraged about Martin and Bernie Mac and all this other stuff, when, girl, put an album out so these people can get some more music, or put a single out, or write for somebody or something. You doing all this chitter chatter about Martin and Pam and jokes and, oh, the color, it hurt my feelings. You wouldn't have made it in the 90s. All we did was joke and ring on each other. It made you tougher. It made you stronger. If you couldn't take it, guess what? You just kept walking. You didn't involve yourself. Involving yourself in this, you always got to have something to complain about, is giving real sensitive and real bored. Now, if you that woke, I'm gonna ask you to turn your TV off and just chill out. Write some music, get some beats from some producers. Listen, if that's the case and you need a producer, I know some producers. They definitely need some placements. They can get you right. But stop this being outraged about Bernie Mac and Martin Lawrence, okay? The 90s was a different time and place. Now, if it was, during this time period, I'm sure a lot more people, because it is a sensitive, people have a very sensitive nature these days. I'm sure a lot more people would complain about it. But at this point, like, it happened like 30 years ago. Let it go, Ari. Okay? Focus on your career and music. That's more important than worrying about if Martin said that Pam was black, which he never did. He may have joked about her hair. He may have, I don't know, called her a pit bull, a horse, but she called him a leprechaun. She said his feet was in the driver's license photo. So they went back and forth. It's just what you do. It's like if you dating somebody and they homegirl always got something to say, you're gonna joke back and forth with that person if y'all have that type of relationship. It's just what it is, Ari. You've got to, open your ears and open your eyes and stop being so woe is me and victim minded, because it's type annoying at this point. And going after Bernie Mac, that man is no longer here. Like, his work is here to keep his memory alive. We don't need you trying to get Bernie Mac canceled, okay, in 2025. Please cut it out. Moving on though. Listen, the WNBA, I want to say that I am a basketball fan, but it is difficult to watch. Okay, this product that y'all put on the court, game after game. I was watching earlier. It's difficult, man. Y'all will do a move and blow the layup, and y'all talk about y'all want the fans to watch organically. Nobody's gonna watch y'all miss 36 layups in a row. It's just not what it is. I don't want to see it, so I'll turn it off if it's too terrible. That's why nobody watched the All-Star game really, because y'all was just chucking up shots. Y'all want to hate on Caitlyn, but Caitlyn is what's bringing people in the seats. Let's talk about it. People throwing dildos at y'all on the court. Like, it's wild. It's a circus in the WNBA, if you want to be honest. Like, they legit is throwing dildos on the court. Who is letting them get away with this? The NBA would never. NFL, never. Major League Baseball, never. This seems to be the only league that this is happening in. Why is that? Y'all need extra security at the WNBA games, because how are people able to throw dildos on y'all basketball courts? It shouldn't even happen, but it's happening. But listen, y'all got to put a better product out on the court. Now, y'all got some beasts in the league for sure. A'ja Wilson, she's definitely my vote for MVP. Caitlin Clark is also a beast. Angel Reese, when she plays with the rebounding and the scoring, she can be in that beast level. Nafisa Collier, definitely is a beast. Like y'all got several beasts. Alicia Gray, big shout out to her. Like, she's a sharpshooter. But like I said, overall though, it's got to be a better product. Making layups. The layup is all y'all got on the fast break. Y'all don't dunk, so make the layups. Just being honest, man. Make the layups, man. It'll help people want to watch, man. All right? That's another just honest take. Just make your layups. Listen, this may ruffle some more feathers, because I'm gonna say it, okay? LeBron James. All right, we going into year 22, 23? All right. What do you have left to prove? You're the all-time leading scorer. You're probably top 10, top 20 in most categories as far as stats go. Is your team gonna win the title? I doubt it. So what's there left to prove? What else are you there for? Turn the team over to Luka and, hit the road, basically, at this point. There's nothing more that you could do to kind of be great at this point. You've done it all. You're going to end up probably being second all time in the GOAT conversation. And that's just what it is. You're not going to, outlast Jordan, because Mike is who he is. People are always going to think of him as the GOAT as long as the stats and the footage is there. People are going to see him as that. You can't overtake that. It's just the way it is. And you got to deal with it. But you don't have nothing else to prove. Like, your greatest prime years were in Miami. You were definitely an unstoppable force. Nobody was messing with you during those Miami years, in my opinion. I feel like, those Miami years and those first 2 years back in Cleveland, you were at your apex. Now we just running it up. We just stat padding at this point. And, you don't want to be the old man on the court, but you are the old man on the court. So, you did what you need to do. You won your chips. I don't think you're going to get another one. Just again, this is just me being honest, my honest opinion. I don't think you're going to get another one, but, hey, I could be made wrong, but I doubt it. I just feel like at this point now you hanging around to play with Bryce, and that's cool because you did it with Bronny, but, let them boys have a time by themselves. Let the league change hands. So that goes for you, KD, Steph. Like, your time is coming to an end, and it's cool because we got memories, we got constant, highlights with y'all involved. But at some point, turn it over to the next generation is basically what I'm saying. And LeBron, this is the perfect time for you to turn it over right now. 23 years is long enough. Just ride out peacefully into the sunset. That's all I'm saying. They're going to talk about you forever. You're going to forever be talked about on, First Take and all those sports shows because you and Mike are linked up with that GOAT argument. So they're going to talk about you forever. You're not going to fade into the media dungeon. They're going to induct you into the Hall of Fame, so that's more spotlight. You're going to have commercials and other things like that, so that's more spotlight. You're going to be talked about forever, man. You are King James. They can't nobody take that away from you. Going on into that, I could say the same thing for Mr. Donald Trump, the president. He could also ride into the sunset and nobody would even care. all this distractions. He met with Putin, nothing happened. He got the National Guard in DC, but DC saying the crime is down. So what does that do? He's asking for the Smithsonian to change their museums. Why? All these distractions. Did you release the Epstein files yet? No, you haven't. So you just out here wasting time and causing distractions amongst people so they may forget about the files. They haven't. Like, let them things loose. Take it on the chin. If they impeach you, okay, so what? Let it be. You ain't gonna go nowhere. You trying to be a tyrant, a ruler, for dictator, whatever. You trying to rule forever. And if the Democrats don't come up with a solid plan, they ain't gonna be able to stop you anyway. So what are you worried about? Let the Epstein files go, my boy. Stop holding them in. It's no point. It's wild at this point. You just causing distraction after distraction. That National Guard thing look crazy because don't they got stuff they need to be doing other than just walking around U Street, walking around Northeast? Now, don't go down to Southeast. They gonna fight back. But I'm just saying, it's just wild distractions. And the mayor went to Martha's Vineyard. She took a vacay. She was told to stay out the way, so she actually followed orders. But it's just distraction after distraction with this guy. And I love to hear what the people who voted for him would think about all these things that he constantly does on a daily basis to cause more and more distractions. What do you think about it? If you are brave enough to watch this all the way through, just let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna clip that part up so we can get some comments on that Donald Trump situation. I want to know what y'all think. Now, flipping on a music tip, I want to say salute to all the old head rappers that have been coming out with projects back to back to back. I love it because I'm nearing 40, so I am in the old head section. All that young rap, I don't really understand it. It's cool though, but I don't understand it. So having the Clips and Raekwon and Freddie Gibbs, all the rap that I can understand, have it come out and it sound refreshing and new was definitely a highlight for me, or has been a highlight for me. I have not stopped playing that Clips album since it dropped. They definitely won in the whole rollout situation that they rolled their albums out. I want to see more old rappers take that way, that approach, and roll their albums out just like the Clips did. Meet with the people who mover and shakers on the internet and kind of just drop content after content. But they also was spitting. Like Malice was definitely the MVP of the album. And again, I just love the fact that these rappers didn't take that age quote, like they were too old to rap, take it to heart. I respect that. Now, for these independent rappers out here, I love the fact that y'all still rapping and doing y'all thing too. There's plenty of them, especially in Hartford, Connecticut. There's a bunch of rappers out here. They dropping projects too. These projects is not bad, man. Wave McKenzie, Smooth Haynes is always one that's been consistent. Fuego Bass, Anoid, a bunch of artists, man. I don't want to sit here and name. I'll be naming all day, but there's artists in the city that's doing good work too. I just want them to all keep it up as well. You got to put your product out. And that's another thing, man, with this art and stuff that we do out here. Put your content out. People not gonna know your content is out there unless you put it on all the channels that you possibly can. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you got, just put it on there. If they love it, they love it. If they don't, they don't. You just gotta keep pushing. Somebody gonna feel it. It may not be somebody in your area, it may not even be people close to you, but somebody out there gonna identify with what you're spitting or what you're talking about. If it's a podcast or whatever, film, whatever it is, somebody will identify with it somewhere. But you won't know it until you put it out. And that's just my little bit of advice I could say about that, about that topic. Put your content out, let your content be seen for the people. Okay, they won't know about it unless you put it out there. Now listen, I've been toying with this little piece of a segment kind of thing for the past couple of days. Now, y'all all know R&B music, right? Y'all all know when the bridge happens. It's like when the changeover happens in a song. So what's y'all best bridge? Now, for me, I've gone and played a few bridges. Um, I would have to say my top five would be, in no particular order, "Bended Knee" by Boys to Men. That was a almost close to perfect bridge. Um, I would say Usher "Superstar" would be number two. Uh, Destiny's Child, you pick one. They all Michelle did her thing on them bridges. Okay, I'm gonna go with "Through with Love." It's like the gospel feeling type joint on the Destiny Fulfilled album. Just play it if you haven't heard it. But she did her thing on that bridge. She snapped. Mary J. Blige, "Be Without You." She always killed the bridge. Uh, Mary killed the bridges. And number five, I'm gonna go Music Soul Child with "Love." He definitely took love to another stratosphere with that bridge. So you know, bring R&B back, bring bridges back, bring all that back, bring the reaching in the air, bring Carl Thomas back, bring the reaching in the air with the sky, reaching for the air with your hand. Bring all that back. Bring every piece of R&B that you can. Bring it back. They need it in 2025 and going forward. Uh, Chris Brown is keeping it alive. I can't hate on that. Um, it, just bring it back though. Basically, in music, if you are old head and you doing music, keep it going, because the stuff these kids be making nowadays, it ain't it. Uh, that R&B they be playing now, it's alright. It ain't like with the bridges and stuff. It ain't telling no stories. So bring me some R&B that's telling me a story. I want to be heartbroken, like 112 was. I want to be heartbroken like Usher was all through Confessions. Just remember that when you're writing your R&B songs. I know a couple R&B artists that's out here doing their thing. I'm not gonna put their names out here, but bring back that good old R&B. And listen. With that being said, man, I'm just I'm talking at this point. But listen, I'm not hating on nobody. I'm not hating on nothing. This is Mr. Brown with the "I'm Not a Hater" podcast. Peace and love. I'll see y'all at the next episode.